The door to heaven is over the Temple Mount, not Mecca. Mecca is the prayer direction. Al-Miraj, the door to heaven, the Spirit, Christ's ascension, the Temple Mount. And when Christ's Spirit returns, chapter 70, verse 4, the Temple Mount, to transform the Mahdi in one single day, because the Mahdi, right, is Christ as an earthly figure, because Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet. So, to keep Prophet Muhammad the last prophet, only the Spirit transforms the Mahdi. And it comes from Al-Aqsa. The Shias in the 10th century deceived the whole Muslim world. In the 10th century, they wrote a second Messiah named Muhammad, and they called him the Mahdi. Since then until now, the Muslims added two Messiahs, following the traditions of the Shias. Sunnis absorbed these traditions, forgetting there is no door to heaven over Mecca. So the Dajjal will most likely use a hologram because he cannot enter Mecca. The Antichrist can't enter Mecca. But if there was a physical man named Muhammad Abdullah, like the Mahdi has appeared on YouTube, who pretends to be a Mahdi, he's not the Dajjal, he can enter Mecca. He can pretend he's the Mahdi. And the Dajjal will take advantage of that. He'll be the Shia Mahdi. And then the hologram in the sky will probably do a laser beam and trick all the Muslims at Mecca, making them think a laser beam landed on the Mahdi and it looks like Jesus or something. An optical illusion. But because the Shias said there's two Messiahs, now you all think Christ goes to Mecca. That's a Shia tradition, bro. Never was that Sunni or Islam. What's wrong with you guys? You just follow what you hear once? The Shias said that in the 10th century. The Quran says the Spirit comes from Al-Aqsa. You see what I'm saying? Well, this is why I'm having a hard time teaching the Muslims their own religion. Because they're following the Shias. They think the Mahdi goes to Mecca, right? They think that Jesus falls from the sky at Mecca, and to physically, as a man. I thought Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet. This is what I'm saying. And then you guys, you want to challenge the knowledge that I bring to you? When you're following Shias, you're following Shias. You're following Shias. The Shias in the 10th century said the Mahdi came. They're the ones who said Jesus descending from the sky to Mecca, giving allegiance and bay'ah to the Mahdi and praying behind him is recorded in Shia texts in the 10th century. Not Sunni. You're following Shias. You can either listen to me or you can listen to the Shias that you've been following your whole life. Every Shaykh that has been teaching you has been following Shias. And you don't know, because that Shaykh doesn't know. There is no door to Jannah over Mecca. You should know this. You have a brain? You guys have a brain? Jesus falls from the sky in Mecca. There's no door. Where did Jesus go to heaven from? Jerusalem. Why? Because that's where the Prophet Muhammad went to heaven from. So how do you come back from heaven? The Temple Mount. Your brain? I think it's been turned off. If you've been following this deception and rejecting what I'm teaching you, now you know. You've been following the Shias. The Sheikhs have been following the Shias. See? You thought you were going to see Jesus fall from the sky with your own eyes? From Mecca. Really? Then you're not a Muslim. Because that's not what Islam says. That's what the Shias said. Islam says the Temple Mount, the Holy Spirit. You don't know the story of Jesus the first time, eh? When he was 30 years old and the Holy Spirit came to him? Where did that Holy Spirit come from? Where did the Quran come from when Angel Gabriel came from heaven? Mecca? No, the Temple Mount, the door to heaven. So if you're following Shias thinking Jesus falls from the sky physically, good luck. But now you know with your own eyes and you can't reject it. Now you know. The Shaykhs you've been following, they're following Shias. I'm who they call Messiah, son of Joseph. And I don't fall from the sky, or I don't go to Mecca to get bay'ah from a bunch of Shias. I don't need to. When you don't even know the door to heaven is in Jerusalem, when your shaykhs don't even know the door to heaven is in Jerusalem, the Mahdi is going to go make bay'ah to the shaykhs that don't even know that? For what? Makes sense, bro? Why would Messiah, son of Yusuf, Christ, why would the Messiah, son of Joseph, ever go to make bay'ah with a bunch of Shias who said the Mahdi, his name is Muhammad? No, he's not. The Mahdi's name is right there. That's the Mahdi. That's Christ's real name. You're going to say, no, that's not the Mahdi? That's Christ's real name. You know Christ? That's his real name. Who are you to reject Christ's real name? Just because you followed Shias. You followed Shias, saying the Messiah's name is Muhammad? Okay. Say you're a sect. You've been saying that there's two Christs, a Mahdi and a Jesus, right? Okay, so you don't believe Prophet Muhammad's the last prophet, right? No, you believe Jesus, the prophet, will fall from the sky, right? So you reject Muhammad as the last prophet. You reject the Temple Mount being the door to heaven. You follow Shias. So don't come to my comments thinking that you're right and I'm wrong. Your whole life you followed Shias. Thinking this. You followed Shias. I'm giving you a chance to follow me. You don't have to. You can stay following the Shias your whole life. Never doing the research. You put more effort in your stupid dunya, in your pathetic bank account, than you did on your faith. So get out of my face and get out of my comments. Because you follow Shias.